Right, I felt called to grab my Mystic Oracle cards. I started shuffling off the camera, but I'm gonna do the rest on. Like so far, passion and not enough coming out. I already start to have an idea of what this message is going to be about, but let me just get a couple more cards. Heartstrings, party, love. I'm crazy for love me. In love with love itself. Right, okay, let me just tune into this quick. Right, okay, so straight away with this passion, not enough, heartstrings. I looked at the word get pregnant. Oh my god. It might be significant. Somebody might be getting preggy. Yeah, with this passion, not enough heartstrings. So I feel like, there is something entering your life or it's currently happening in your life that, creates a lot of passion and same chemistry, like equal interest. Like, there's like this burning desire, like, something that you can't seem to stay away from with this heartstrings card. With this not enough though, somebody here is self-sabotaging or trying to self-sabotage. There's some kind of lack of confidence in themselves or in like, in trust. But there is party and party in, like there's both party cards. So I feel like, when it comes to this heavier energies, because we had snake, secrets, heartbroken, so I feel, and the old school as well, so I feel that heavily refers to the self-sabotage that you might be inflicted on this new connection due to you being, too heartbroken maybe, or maybe you feel that you are too heartbroken, you've been through too much. With this snake card, you've experienced a lot of oh my god, what's the word for it, like darker energies, in the sense of people, maybe you've been with somebody who has been, very snaky, or somebody who's been hiding their true self, or it's been really masking, because that's what I'm kind of like really seeing and feeling with this, that, you falling in love with someone, probably even deeply, to then learn that, whoever you fell in love with wasn't that person, when you get to really know them. So I feel like when it comes to new connection and coming into your life that is full of that passion, your nervous system and parts might be still remembering the old connection. That's why the sabotage will come through, because of the secrets that, somebody that has been lying to you previously, or somebody that's not been honest with you. But there is a Phoenix grounding, and with this partying. So I feel like, this, and having fun with friends, fun living in the moment. So I feel like, all of this self-sabotage of yours, or maybe this fear, or the ego that's been standing in a way, I feel like, with this Phoenix and grounding here, you're going to transition. Oh my god, chills down my spine. You're going to really open up, you're going to really put the old outdated thinking and this conditioning, you're going to put this to rest, and you're going to finally enter into this lighter energies with this partying twice. There's going to be a lot of reasons to celebrate, to have fun. I see, like, and I think this is very significant with this glasses being like upside down as well. So I feel like, for some parts of you in this collective, you might have been a person that's, overindulged in alcohol, specifically in here, or, some kind of substances. But seeing this glasses like upside down, I feel like, you're going to enter like a very sober era as well, but in a sense of like, you're going to want to experience things in the full awareness. You will not want to numb yourself like you always did previously, because I feel like, with oh my god, I look at this, get pregnant again. Oh my god, that distracted me. There's like a feeling in here. Oh my god, your family might be extending in some kind of ways. There is some kind of feeling of new life, new energy, something new being born in your life. Like, it might not have to be, for a lot of you, even in the sense of like, a literal baby, but it might be some new idea, new project, something that you're going to create and literally give birth to. Like, that's what kind of coming through with this energy. And there's a love card as well. So this, it's like, oh my god, I would actually just went speechless. Like, that doesn't really happen to me, but there's an unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, attraction, selflessness. So I feel like, there is finally this wave of good things. You're looking on this you know, seafront here on that card, and it's like this wave of good things approaching you, you know, and you're gonna be finally able to put this hurts in this grieving period of yours, because you might have been grieving for a long time, maybe even in the sense of like, you know, if there's not enough and this masking here, maybe in a sense, you know, you completely been pushing away, you know, all your hurts, you haven't really kind of properly processed it, or, you know, something like that. But you know, there's a stability, security, growth, and endurance coming into your life. Let me just grab some Celtic Tarot just to confirm this message, and I would like to know more about the energies of this new person as well that is entering your life. What are they like? Spirit, give us some hints. What time are we on? We still got above time. Give us some hints. What is this new love incoming? And what is going to be happening for my collective? Yeah, I've got Moon as a first card. So in a sense, it might be something that you currently not seeing, yeah, because of Nine of Wands, yeah, because of you being a little bit, you're still healing as well. So yeah, I feel like this will creep up on you when you least expect it as well with this Moon card. And yeah, this is something that you definitely not see. 10 of Wands with the 8 of Wands. So this is energy, yeah, and it was 9, 10, hold on, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, is it 8, 9, 10? Yeah, we have an 8, 9, 10. So yeah, you've been in this continuous pain for quite some time. Like, you know, you've been carrying this baggage on your shoulders for quite some time now. But with this 8 of Wands, like, you know, 8 of Wands is the energy of like, you know, air getting lighter, you know, energy shifting, you know, something moving. And I feel like, you know, referring to this Phoenix card as well in here. So like, you know, with this rebirth, like, you know, literal rebirth, like a new phase, something new is coming with this 8 of Wands, like, you know, that will let you put this past behind, like, you know, yeah, with this Moon, you're gonna finally put this past behind. And I think anything that you've been hiding from as well with this Moon, because yeah, I think there's a big element of you sort of maybe trying to hide from your pain, or maybe trying to hide from being, you know, vulnerable or anything like that. But I feel like, you know, this is going to big time change for you. There's a 4 of Cups on the bottom, so I feel like, you know, when this comes in as well, a lot of you might not even at first recognize it for what it is. You might, in some parts, refuse it because of the freaking heavy sticks that you're carrying with that bag, you know. Look at you. Look at your hunched back. You've been on a very long road. Yeah, there's a 5 of Wands as well. So you might be trying to fight this new connection because it might, in sense, it might rekindle, might kind of awaken or reawaken like this old hurts that you've been trying to bury, literally, like, you know, you've been trying to bury it. And I feel like, you know, the moment you fall in love as well with this love card, you know, all of that in some parts is going to resurface, like with this Moon, like, you know, see this hand, you've been trying to kind of not think about it and completely wash it away. And I feel in parts, like with this 9 of Wands, you know, you've been really not so much isolating yourself, but you've not been letting anybody in that easily into your life, especially into your heart. So I feel like you're going to try and fight it. Yeah, like with this Page of Wands and this 5 of Wands, you know, the fear of commitment that you have as well. And you are afraid of, like, yeah, looking at that dragon as well wrapping around her. So I feel like you are afraid of losing that independence again, because I feel like in that past connection, you've lost it. You've lost your independence. You've lost yourself completely to that person. There's like a big element of gaslighting, I want to say. Yeah, gaslighting comes through. So you've been gaslighted. You've been like, oh my God, yeah, you've been really through it. And I think that's why, you know, you're really going to fight with not giving up your independence. But, you know, life might have other plans. Yeah, 10 of Swords, this is the end of that old cycle. This is the end. Like, you know, you've already been to the ground. You know, you've already had... And yeah, and I'm specifically looking at that sword in her head. So I feel like, you know, you've really had it when it comes to pain in life, you know. And that's why, like, you know, when we had previously this partying cards in from the Mystic Rose. So I feel like, you know, finally now is the time for you to have some fun and enjoy your life. Yeah, there's a shadow, which is the devil in the traditional deck. So I feel like, you know, there's an element of some kind of past creeping up on you. The moment, you know, some kind of passion or love arrives in your life, Devil might try to pull you back. Devil might try to pull you back, but don't give in, because, yeah, with 10 of Cups, this is like a family energy as well. And coming back to what was saying on this card previously, like, you know, this get pregnant, and I keep looking at it as well. So this definitely might impart, and there's a whole family here on that picture as well. So this imparts and that kind of makes me feel like, you know, the moment you say goodbye to your demons, the moment you say goodbye to that past, you know, the moment you allow this new fresh energy in, like with this 8 of Wands, you're gonna have everything, like, you know, rainbow, sunshine, rainbow, happiness, family, you know. And oh my god, I think these girls like twins as well. Oh god, yeah, some of you might even go for a double. Wow, universe might bless you. I'm kind of hearing as well, for all your past like kind of heartbreaks, like universe is going to bring things in double. I think that's what this twin energy kind of comes through with that, like, you know, you're going to receive double for what you've lost, like, you know, yeah, with this 4 of Cups as well. So you might be feeling currently like this, and yeah, with the Hanged Man as well, you might be in some kind of pause right now, you know. You might be sort of evaluating, you're like, oh, what's this card that's upside down? Oh, that's the moon. Okay, that was the moon, I just put it the wrong way. So you might be kind of, yeah, but there's a star as well. So all your wishes, 2 of Cups, I love the 2 of Cups. So all your wishes and everything that you've been waiting for, and I feel like, you know, there's this feeling of you, yeah, and yeah, this Hangman definitely. So you definitely change this. Oh my god, the World at the bottom, King of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, right? So yeah, when it comes to the energy coming into your life, it might be in the energy of the King of Wands. So somebody who is very driven, very passionate, somebody who is very like active as well, what comes through with this, somebody who likes to experience things. And with this World as well, they're going to put you like literally on top of the world. You're going to mean the world to them. And, you know, and all the way around, like, you know, with this 2 of Cups as well, you're going to be equally invested in this connection. There will be no doubt as well, like I'm kind of hearing everything, like, you know, any kind of obstacle as well. You're looking at this 5 of Wands, and here's like any sort of obstacle, even you trying to fight with this, you know, it's not going to work, because yeah, I was gonna come back to the Star card. Like, you know, this is like an energy of somebody who's like literally been, I have a feeling that, you know, in your darkest moments as well, you know, in these moments of loneliness, on this pain that you used to go through, you probably, like, you know, found comfort in literally looking at the stars, like, you know, literally staring at the sky, and maybe even praying for this rightful person, for this rightful love that you've always wanted. You know, you've always wanted that, but universe had other plans for you. You know, you had the path that you had to go through as well with this 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, the path that you had to go through. The reason as well, what they're telling me, that your path has been so difficult is because you are powerful. You know, like they're saying, like God never gives more on your shoulders that you can carry. You know, there is a reason for all of this, because you have the power to transform, like with this Phoenix card. You have the power to turn all this pain and everything that happened to you into your biggest strength. And this is something that, you know, in a bigger, in a longer run is going to even create riches for you. Like, you know, with this 9 of Pentacles, you're going to turn all this pain, like, you know, with this Queen of Swords as well. So yeah, you might be a little bit cold sometimes, you might be abrupt even with your words, you know, because of, you know, all this trauma and all this pain that you had to go through. But I feel like, you know, you finally, like, you emerging from that, like, you know, with this Hanged Man as well, you having that different perspective, you know, something awakened with inside of you, or something is about to awaken inside of you, that's going to lead you to this everything. And like I said, all this pain and everything that you've experienced, and everything, all the bad thing that happened to you, they're going to turn into your biggest strength, and you're going to use it to your advantage, what I'm kind of hearing as well. And look who's here, and look at that, like, coming back to this message, I swear to God, like, some of you in this collective are going to be bringing new life into our beautiful world. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing for you, darling, like, you know, things are changing for you for the better, and this is all coming in. And there's also the King of Cups. So yeah, and the King of Wands. So somebody who is going to be crazy about you. Somebody that's going to love you like nobody ever did before. And there is your justice. This is your karma. This is your good karma that is coming back around after all the shitty things that you had to endure and go through. Now it's time to have some fun. Now it's time to have some fun, like, and real things in your life and real love in your life, because you deserve it. You deserve it and you know it. Love you, bye.